So it's been a few weeks since jamb released the results for the just concluded jamb examination for 2023, and I believe that by now a lot of people would have seen their results. So at this point you are probably thinking, what's the next thing to do? What's the next step to take? Should I change my course? Should I change my institution? What are the next things to do? So in this video I'll be talking about everything you need to know about getting admission in 2023. I'll be talking about the things you should do, things you should not do, and everything all about getting admission. So if this looks like something you're interested in, make sure you watch this video to the end. So if you are new to this channel, my name is Vincent and I'm a first year pharmacy student living in Nigeria and studying at the University of Ibadan. I make majorly educational videos, so if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Also do well to turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when I release new videos, and share this video, like. So let's get straight into the. So by now you must have seen your score. So the first thing you need to do is to check if your score is enough to gain admission into your desired university and score. For example, some universities they have 200 as cut-off mark, some universities have 180 as cut-off mark. So the first thing you need to do is to know the cut-off mark for the institution you are applying to. For example, federal universities like University of Ibadan, Unilag, Uniben, they usually have cut-off mark of 200. That means if you don't have up to 200 in jamb, you will not be eligible for admission. So let's say you have 198 in jamb, you know that automatically you are not eligible for admission into that particular university. So you have to change your course or the institution rather. So the first thing you need to do is to determine your score and see if it is enough to get admission. And also, having a cut-off mark for the university is not enough. For example, let's say you have 220 and you are applying for medicine in UI. To be realistic, it is not possible because there are a lot of people with 300 plus also aspiring for that same score. So you need to check your course and institution and see if that course is eligible, if your score is eligible for the school you are applying to. If it is not eligible, you have to think of other things to do. Do you get? So you have to make research, you have to ask people, you have to look for people that have gained admission into that same score, into that same course in the institution. You have to look at what they did, this kind of scores they had. Do you get? Let's say you have 220 and you're applying for pharmacy in a competitive school like Unilag. It may not be actually possible depending on a lot of factors. So you might have to change your institution. Do you get? But if your score is enough, then you can keep going. So if you have to change your institution every year, jamb, I think even by now they've started. So you have to just apply for change of institution or change of course. You can either change your institution or course. For example, if you're applying for a federal university and your score is not that high and is not like very capable of gaining admission into that particular university, you can change to a lower competitive university, like for example a state university or a private university. Do you get? But you can also change your course. Let's say you are going for University of Ibadan and you have 280 in jamb. Automatically 280 is a low score for medicine, so you can just change to a lesser competitive course. Do you get? You can just change to a course that is not as competitive as medicine. That's what I mean by change of course or change of institution. So you have to make some research to determine whether you are going to change your course or institution just to increase your chance of getting admission. Do you get? So that's the first thing you need to do. You have to determine whether your score is enough to get admission into the particular institution and course you are aspiring to go to. Another thing you can use to determine whether to change your course or to change your institution is the O-level results. Some schools use O-level results in grading their cut-off marks, while some schools they don't use O-level results. A school like University of Ibadan, they don't use O-level results. They only require your jamb score and your post-UTME score. But schools like University of Lagos, they make your O-level result 20%. So imagine applying to University of Lagos with a result full of C. It's going to lessen your chance of getting admission. So it will just be advisable to change to a school that does not use O-level results like University of Ibadan. So there are a lot of factors that you might have to consider before changing your course or before changing your institution. But overall, make sure that the course you are going for and the institution you are going for, they match the score you have in jamb. Do you get it? Don't have 210 and expect to gain admission to medicine in competitive universities like University of Ibadan, University of Lagos, OAU, Uniben, UNN. These schools they require like at most 290, 300 plus in jamb for you to get admission to medicine, or having 220 in jamb and you're expected to get admission to pharmacy. It is, I'm not saying it's not possible, it is actually possible, but the chances, do you get, the probability of it happening is very small. So you may want to just change to a lesser competitive course or change your institution. That's the first thing. So you can just comment, you can just comment down below your score and the institution, and I will try to advise you on what to do, whether to change your institution or course. So you can just comment your score and the course you are going for, and also the institution. Then I will try to advise you in the comment section. So if you have decided to change your course or your institution, the next thing you need to do is that you need to apply for a change of course or institution form from jamb, and I think this should be, I think, around 3,500 to 4,000. I'm not sure of the exact amount. So you need to buy a change of course form or change of institution. That's if you are changing your institution. But if you feel like your score is enough to get the admission that you need, then you proceed. Now the next thing to do is to check for the institution you're applying to whether they use screening or post-UTME results. Now screening is just using of your O-level results and your jamb results. They don't conduct post-UTME results, and I think most state schools they use screening, they don't conduct post-UTME. So screening is just when the school uses your O-level results, which can be WAEC or NECO, and your jamb results. So they don't conduct post-UTME. And some schools they conduct post-UTME, like most federal universities they conduct post-UTME, like University of Ibadan, UNILAG, OAU, UNN, UNIBEN. Most of them they conduct post-UTME, so you have to write post-UTME. So if you're applying for screening, there is nothing else you need to do than to just submit your credentials, submit your O-level results, your jamb results, and that's all. But if you apply for post-UTME, you have to start preparing for post-UTME. Then another thing you should note is that you have to upload your WAEC result or your NECO results, which is your O-level results, into the jamb portal. What do I mean by this? So basically, during registration, some of you might have gotten it uploaded, but a lot of people they don't upload it during registration because of awaiting results, or sometimes because of the center. So you have to make sure that your O-level result is probably uploaded to the jamb portal, because without uploading the jamb results, without uploading the O-level results, you not even get admission. It's not possible to get admission without uploading your O-level results to jamb portal. So you have to make sure that you upload your O-level results to jamb portal for you to gain admission. That's another thing. So if your school is writing post-UTME, the next thing to do is to start preparing for post-UTME examination. So you register for post-UTME just the same way you registered for jamb. Then you write the examination. Then also some schools, in addition to post-UTME, they use O-level results, while some schools don't use. Like I said, like University of Ibadan is just strictly 50% from your O-level, 50% from your jamb, I mean, and 50% from your post-UTME. But a school like UNILAG, they use 50% jamb, 20% O-level, and 30% post-UTME. Although UNILAG did not write post-UTME last year, but I doubt that's going to be the case this year. But all in all, just prepare for anything and make research about the school you are trying to apply for. The school like OAU now, they use 50% jamb, 40% post-UTME, and 10% from your level. So that's basically the entire thing you need to know. So register for your post-UTME, write the examination. Then after you have written the examination, the result is going to be released, and after the result is released, you are able to calculate your cutoff points depending on how the school grades their cutoff points. Some schools use jamb and post-UTME, some schools use jamb, O-level, post-UTME, depending. So you have to make research about all these things. So after you have gotten your cutoff points, then that's why I said earlier that even if you have 250 in jamb, it's not a guarantee for you to get admission. Even though the general cutoff mark is 200 for most schools, but having 200 is not a guarantee to gain admission. For example, you might have 280 in jamb and still not get admission. In fact, I've seen people with more than 300 plus and still not get admission, and this is because of cutoff points. For every course, a particular school has the cutoff points. So cutoff point is the minimum point you need to have for you to get admission successfully into a particular school. So a school might say the cutoff mark for medicine in their school is 75%. That means after you have gotten your post-UTME score, O-level score, and jamb, and you have calculated everything depending on the school, if you have less than 75 points, you will not get an admission. But if you have more than 75 points, you gain admission. So that's basically cutoff points, and each course has its own cutoff point. So you have to consider the course you are going for and the cutoff point. So if your cutoff point is lower than the cutoff points the school require, then sadly there may not be admission for you that year unless you are being transferred to another course. So that's basically everything you need to know. So make sure that you make sure the course you are going for and the score you have, they are compatible with each other, or if not, try to change institution so that you can get admission. then apply for post utme. Make sure you upload your jamb results. So if there's any question you want to ask me in the comment section, you can just ask. Also, any other thing you want to say, just say it in the comment section. So that's all for now. See you later. Bye.